What's up, guys? It's Missy. I'm back with another SimCity Build It video, and today we're going to talk about burger farming. Now, for those of you who already know what this is not the video for you because you already know what it is. So, this is for people that have no clue what burger farming is or how to do it or if it has any added benefits. So, I'm here to explain it for you. So, when burgers were presented, or any item for that matter, okay, this is any item, you guys will see these little coin things pop up. Now, as you can see, a light bulb usually sells for 890 coins. Right now, this bubble is offering me 1,122 coins for one light bulb. That is why I always recommend that you guys check these bubbles that pop up. Now, SimCity has a cap, that a percentage increase that they cap out at each one of the increases. And it used to be much higher to my knowledge, okay? Now, based off the research that I've done, it has been brought to my attention that the highest increase in price that you will see on any one given item, especially burgers, is a 30% price jump. So, people say, okay, well, if it's a 30%, if it has the probability of being a 30% price jump, it doesn't mean it's going to be 30%. It means it could be. So what they do is they say, okay, I'm going to get the highest item in the game, right? And then I'm going, based off of the fact that I have the majority of my inventory is taken up by this item, that bubble is going to pop up and it's going to offer me a 30% increase on the coins. So what these people do is they go out and they buy burgers off global market, or, you know, they make some as well as buying some. They buy them for the cheapest price that they can find them for, but typically everybody puts them at maximum price. So they stock up on a bunch of hamburgers, maybe 30, 40, 50, or hundreds, just depending on their amount of coin. And then what they do is they sell them to the bubbles that pop up for a higher price than they're being sold for on the global market. Okay, the reason I have never used this technique for making money is, one, just because I don't like the idea of having to go and buy a bunch of hamburgers. I despise hamburgers. And because I can make a ton of money off the production in my city. And because there are many aspects of the game that you guys need to focus on, and I feel like if you're focusing on just coins, you're not really doing what you should be doing. For example, what I mean by that is, if you are playing calm, you need that storage for your production, right? You need that amount, that item. You need to be able to hold your rare items. You need to be able to increase your storage, your dozer, your whatever. Now, if you have already maxed out your storage, you maxed out your dozer, you don't play calm, you don't really play war, and you're just working on epics and coins, then yeah, there is an added benefit to it. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of which way you want to play the game and how it works for you, okay? Most people don't try to make money until they're broke. So once they're broke, how are they going to afford a ton of hamburgers? You know what I mean? So if you're somebody who manages your money well, and you wait until you have 1 million coins or 2 million coins or what have you, and you start buying burgers and you don't hold on to a ton of rares so you can get that bubble to pop up, then by all means, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying it doesn't have a benefit. I'm saying I don't do it, and I don't give it as advice to people to do it. And I'm giving you guys all the reasons why, okay? Here's one reason. Usually these bubbles, not always, but usually, they pop up under the majority of what is in your storage depot. Not your for sale, but your storage unit is what it should say. So if I'm holding 150 VU remotes, the probability of getting one of those bubbles to pop up to ask for my VU remotes or my dozer or my storage, you know, the things that I'm holding the most of, is very high. The probability of it asking me for something I only have, 20 of is lower. So what people were finding is that they were buying a ton of burgers and they couldn't get the bubble to pop up for days. And they're like, okay, dude, what the hell? I'm trying to sell these burgers and they're not working. And they used to sell for more. it's my understanding that EA came in and lowered the price markup and they lowered it down to 30%. I believe it used to have like a 70% payout, which back then, yes, that would have been no doubt a cash out. You know what I mean? And they put a stop to that, to my knowledge. Now, if you have something from EA that states different than what I have, then by all means, present it, okay? But until then, I'm going to go based off of the information that I was given. That being said, a 30% markup on an $18,000 item, yes, it can be a pretty penny, okay? Especially when you do it over and over and over. So if you have the patience, you have the space time, and you have the coin, do it. During the time that you're doing this, I recommend that you guys are allowing your shops to run full time. Don't neglect your shops simply because you're burger farming. Don't think that, okay, I can farm burgers to fund my city. I don't need to do any other aspects of the game to be successful, okay? Because that just gives you coins. And let's face it, if you are a somewhat level-headed player and you strategize your doings, you know, everything you're doing in the game, if you put a thought in it and go, okay, you know, this pays more than that, I can make more of these for this, and you know, you start to think more than just, oh, I'm going to put that in my store and I'm going to make that. You know what I mean? Like, if you think about what you're doing, then you will realize that you can make just as much, if not more, coin playing the game the way it was intended to be played, and that coins are not an issue for you, okay? Coins aren't an issue for me. Now, I've been broke lately, sure, but that's because I've been helping a lot of low-level players with epics and items. I just gave some dude like $300,000 in items yesterday. So if I stopped helping people and I stopped bulldozing my city, as you can see, then I would have coins, okay? If I paid more attention to what, you know, the fundamentals of my city were, and that being somebody who's been playing the game for 4 years, and my city is, as you can see, pretty damn near completed, okay? I don't take from people that have less than me, okay? You come into my club, you're a level 18 player. You got 100 storage, right? And you come in and you're like, man, I only need 2 bars to upgrade. And you're somebody who plays with me a lot, and I'm sitting on, you know, 18 bars. Yes, I do look out for myself, and I always give you guys the advice not to give to people too much. But I'm not going to hold 18 bars and let somebody who is just struggling to keep their head above water not be able to upgrade over 2 bars. I'll just give them the 2 damn bars, okay? And that's just me. Now, I'm not going to help just anybody, you know, coming into my group. But if you're a member of my club and, you know, you're a decent player, yeah, I'll help you. If you start an epic and you followed my advice, you didn't just start a gold epic with 2 1-pointers, like, you know, you actually did it the right way, and you're broke and you're just about, you know, completed or whatever, I will help you complete it. Countless times in the last month or two, people in my club, they have several 3-pointers. They start an epic with 100,000 coins. I tell them they need 200, but they started it with, well, you know, 100. And sure as shit, it comes time to, you know, finish the epic and they're unable to. So I will help them. All right. That being said, if you are somebody who is struggling for coins because you're spending too much, tighten the belt on the spending. All right. If you are a veteran of the game like myself and you've been playing for a long time and you're just helping people out and you really don't have anything that you're mainly focusing on, then, you know, burger farming might be a benefit to you. It really just depends on what you want to do. You know, what's beneficial to you and how you want to play the game. Do you want to spend the game purchasing burgers and selling them to bubbles all day? Or do you want to play the game and make items and things like that, you know, run tokens and all that stuff? Or you can try to do both, you know? Then there you go. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Burger farm during your downtime in production if you'd like. You know, it just depends on how much you play the game, how often you're on, it depends on a lot of things. But see if it's something that you want to do, okay? When you go to the other reason that I do not give this as advice, and this is a huge reason for all you low-level players out there. If you've seen my videos, then you know that I'm telling you to camp below level 31. 31 is the level you unlock these hamburgers. They flood the market, just like sugar did when you guys first unlocked sugar. And you opened your depot and you went, oh my God, all I see is sugar, I'm screwed. Okay? Same thing's gonna happen with burgers. Same thing's gonna happen with cheese fries. All right? So, you're low level. You haven't maxed out your storage. You haven't unlocked your land. You didn't follow Missy's advice. And you proceeded to level 31 and you unlocked burgers. You are screwed. Okay? Screwed. That's the only word I have for you. Actually, I have a few more, but I'm not going to say them on YouTube. But you're screwed. You might want to just pump the brakes and restart. Because, no joke, it is going to be hell from here on out. And I know this because I had to I had to drag myself over the hot coals to get to where I'm at. I didn't realize just how screwed I was early on. I didn't have a guide to follow. I didn't have anybody to say, you know what, you're really screwed, you should just restart. By the time I realized how screwed I was, there was no restarting, okay? I already had like 8 seasons of Contest of Mayors buildings that I will never get again, ever. I already had like 120 epics. My storage was already at 400 by the time I had realized just how screwed I was. So by then, I was way too far into it to go back. Now, if you're somebody who's been playing the game for only a few months, I know you feel like you have a lot into this game, but you don't. Okay, I'm talking about the people that have years. I'm talking about the people that you look at their map and you see these mayor's buildings, these ones here, or the educational ones here that are from 4 years ago. They have been playing a long time. They don't want to restart, and they are the ones that are going to pay a ton of money every time they want to upgrade their storage if they're past level 50 or 43, because that's when you unlock everything. Okay? That being said, this video isn't about that, but what I'm telling you guys is if you are depending on burger farming early on, that means that you've leveled up to level 31. So my guess is that you saw Billy Joe Bob's YouTube video somewhere down the line of the rabbit hole, and he said that you can make billions of dollars, farming burgers, so you climbed to level 31 as fast as you could to buy said burgers, and now you're broke as hell and you're screwed. Yeah, that's why. Okay? Go back to the rabbit hole, find Missy's videos, follow my advice, and I promise you will be successful. That's a promise. That's a fact. Okay? I've been playing this game way too long to not be able to tell when somebody is screwed or not. And if I'm telling you that you are screwed, you're screwed. If I'm telling you you're good, you're good. Okay? Trust me on that. You guys, if you do what is said to you early on in the game, you will not suffer later. And I know that a lot of people seem to think that, oh, it can't be that bad. It can't be that bad. She's just over-exaggerating. And then they come into my group, they're level 30 something, and they're like, man, do you have any advice on like how I can hit the leaderboard? Because I'm in level like 24th place. Yeah, you are, aren't you? I just don't know how to hit the top of the leader. You're not going to, not unless you spend a ton of money. That's what those people do. You want to see something? Here, I'll show you something. We still have 2 days left. Almost 3 days left to calm. And I don't play Contest of Mayors competitively anymore. And I'm about to show you why. 49th place, 54,000. I've canceled probably 20 assignments though. So I would have, if I had those 20 assignments, let's just say it was 20 assignments, I'd be the best, or actually the worst I would be at right now is 74,000, but I would have had to spend a lot of cash. We're going to go up to the very tippy top. This is what a level 99 Contest of Mayors looks like with 3 days left. 153,000. How many times have any of you hit 153,000? Now, if you have, then, and you're above level 35, 38, if you have and you're above that, you've spent money and you've spent your fair share. You are paying for those flights to come back. You are paying for, I'm not going to list it. Like I said, I have videos on that, but you know what I'm talking about. You're paying a lot of cash to hit that number. And you know what's funny? He's not going to hit first place unless he's hacked and he's, you know, okay. What I'm going to say is more than likely he will not hit first place. More than likely what will happen is he climbed to the top very quickly. Okay? He did his assignments very fast. He made his impression on the leaderboard, as the other YouTuber would suggest is a good thing to do, which I think is ridiculous. Okay. That being said, he made his impression, and these people below him, probably one of these two, they are slow and steady. They're not going too quick. They're not skipping over that assignment that's worth 200 points. More than, or less than, okay? So, at the end of COM, what'll happen is the last 3 days of COM, you're going to pay attention to the people at the top of the leaderboard. And what you're going to see is you're going to see that the very top guy, his score doesn't move for probably 2 or 3 days, right? But these bottom people below him, it slowly works its way up. And then at the very end of COM, they knock him right out of first place. Happens every time. So you think that you're in first and you're good to go because the people behind you are 60,000 points behind you? No. I'm here to tell you that that is more than likely not going to happen. What's going to happen is they're going to slowly work all their high point assignments, and every single assignment that they chose to do that was worth 100 points more than yours, they're adding on, and they all add up, and they're going to blow you out of first place. Now, a good player would hold some gold tickets for the very end of Contest of Mayors, right? And I'm talking the very last 2 hours of Mayors. They stay up all night long, and what they do is they watch for you guys to pass them up, and then they have the assignments in their list ready and already completed so that they can complete and cash out on those points right away. But what ends up happening is sometimes they don't have enough points. They don't have enough. They only save 2 tickets. So the person waits. They make them think that they're done, right? And then the very last 3 minutes, I'm not kidding you, happens every time, especially at level 99, the last 3 minutes of COM, the guy below you, boom, cashes out on even just a 1,000-point assignment, and he blows you up, and you're just like, oh shit, I can't collect anything in the next 2 minutes, and you lose. And the price difference between first and second in the Mega League is a lot. Now, at this level, you're spending this amount just to win that amount. That's why I don't do it. I'm not going to spend $2,000 to win $2,000. It's ridiculous. Yeah, sure, I could win the 250 plat keys, but it's, to me, a week's worth of my time and a headache, and having to pay that much cash it's not worth it to me. It's really not, especially when you get these Mayor's Pass rewards regardless. I really just do it for the pass, the buildings. At this point, I don't need the keys all that much. I get plenty of keys in the pass to fund anything that I would want to buy. And I can work at my own pace and get every level on the pass. Now, before, you used to have to work your way up the leagues in order to get the building, so you had to at least make it into the Mega League. You didn't have to win the Mega Prize, but you had to make it into the Mega League in order to get the building. So, that being said, I know I trailed off on my thoughts here, you guys, but if you want a burger farm, do it after you're a higher level. Okay, don't depend on it at a low level. Don't race to level 31 trying to unlock burgers. It's not that glamorous, I'm telling you. It's going to make every aspect of your game harder. Every shipment that comes in, this goes with regionals as well, okay? Every ship that comes in can ask you for burgers. Every house upgrade, every flight, every war delivery, anything in the game can ask you for burgers now. You have to think about that. That item is very expensive. So, are you going to make more money by not unlocking an item worth 3,680 coins? Or are you going to make more money by unlocking said item and buying it in mass quantities and selling it for 30% more? No, you're going to make more money and save more money. Basically, you're saving money by not unlocking it, because then you also have to go with the difficulty factor. You're unlocking an item that floods the global market. Your rare find from level 30 to level 31 is going to drop so much. And I'm talking like at least in half or maybe even more. Okay? You won't see rares you won't see them. Not like you did before. You'll regret it, trust me on that. So between the burgers and unlocking the burgers, and the fact that now your rare find has plummeted, then you have to take into consideration your epic challenges. Okay? You just increased the price on your epics like 60,000 a piece by unlocking hamburgers. If not more. Just depends on the epic. It just depends on the epic. They can all be different, but they have a general, rule of thumb that they cost. And I'm telling you that if you guys unlock burgers and you are trying to complete epics, it's going to make it that much harder. So I would definitely rethink your decisions to climb to level 31 to get this $1 million payout on these stupid damn hamburgers. Because if that were the case, why the hell is the global market flooded with them? Why aren't all you burger farmers out there buying them up and selling them back to the game? Why do I have to see all these flipping hamburgers every day? Get out there and start buying them, people. Come on. And take the fries with you, because those things are ridiculous. And the sugar, I don't mind. At least the sugar I can turn to donuts. But the fries and the hamburgers, have at it. All right, you guys, I'm done bitching today. I haven't had my morning coffee, as you can tell. All right, I'm going to get this video out for you guys. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, everything I'm going to say. You've seen my videos. If you haven't seen my videos, I'm sure you've seen somebody's video somewhere that says to like and subscribe, and you're probably sick of hearing it. But you know what? We really do need you to, hit the like button and the subscribe button. We get more views that way, all that stuff. So, do that.